Something unusual is happening in the world of operating systems. And if you've been paying even a little attention, you've probably felt it. For years, Linux was treated like this niche tool, something only developers, hackers, or tech enthusiasts would touch. It had a reputation for being complicated, sometimes frustrating, and definitely not something you'd recommend to the average person. But fast forward to 2026, and that perception is collapsing faster than anyone expected. Linux isn't just catching up anymore. In many ways, it's pulling ahead, and that shift is making a lot of people rethink everything they thought they knew about their computers. What's really driving this change isn't just one big breakthrough. It's a combination of small, consistent improvements that have been stacking up over time. The Linux experience today feels dramatically different from what it was even a few years ago. You install it, and instead of fighting the system, it feels like the system is finally working with you. The interface is clean, modern, and surprisingly polished. Whether it's GNOME, KDE Plasma, or other desktop environments, they've matured into something that doesn't just look good, but actually feels intuitive. Animations are smooth, workflows make sense, and customization is no longer a complicated mess of tweaks and commands. It's all just there. Performance is another area where Linux in 2026 is honestly kind of scary. Systems boot faster, applications launch instantly, and even older hardware feels like it's been given a second life. There's something almost shocking about installing a modern Linux distribution on a 5 or even 10-year-old machine and watching it run like it's brand new. While other operating systems continue to get heavier and more demanding, Linux has managed to go in the opposite direction. It's efficient, lightweight, and incredibly responsive. That alone is enough to make people curious, but when they actually try it, it becomes hard to go back. And then there's the privacy angle, which has become a huge deal. In a world where people are increasingly aware of how their data is being collected, tracked, and monetized, Linux offers something that feels almost radical: control. You're not constantly being monitored. There aren't hidden processes sending data back to some corporation. And you're not being pushed into creating accounts or using specific services just to use your own computer. It's your system, your data, your rules. That kind of freedom used to appeal mostly to a small group of enthusiasts, but now it's becoming mainstream. People want that control, and Linux delivers it without compromise. Another major shift that's impossible to ignore is software compatibility. One of the biggest reasons people avoided Linux in the past was the fear that their favorite apps wouldn't work. That gap has shrunk dramatically. Thanks to projects like Proton and Wine, a huge number of Windows applications and games now run seamlessly on Linux. Gaming, in particular, has seen an explosion of support. Titles that were once completely inaccessible are now playable with little to no setup. Steam Deck played a massive role in this, proving that Linux could handle modern gaming without breaking a sweat. That success sent a message to developers and publishers. Linux is no longer optional, it's a real platform. Speaking of gaming, it's honestly one of the most surprising success stories here. A few years ago, the idea of Linux being a serious gaming platform would have sounded ridiculous to most people. But now you've got native support, improved drivers, and compatibility layers that work so well you sometimes forget you're not even running Windows. Performance is often on par, and in some cases even better. Add to that the fact that you're not dealing with background bloat, forced updates in the middle of a session, or system slowdowns, and it starts to make sense why gamers are making the switch. Hardware support has also reached a point where it just works. This used to be one of Linux's weakest areas, where getting something as basic as Wi-Fi or graphics drivers working could turn into a nightmare. In 2026, that's mostly a thing of the past. Major hardware manufacturers are taking Linux seriously, providing better drivers and support out of the box. Install a modern distribution, and chances are everything works immediately. Plug in a device and it's recognized without needing to dig through forums or type in commands you barely understand. That level of simplicity removes one of the biggest barriers that used to scare people away. Then there's the flexibility, which has always been one of Linux's strengths, but now it's more accessible than ever. You can make your system look and behave exactly how you want. Minimalist setups, macOS-style layouts, Windows-like interfaces, or something completely unique, it's all possible. And the best part is, you don't have to be an expert to do it anymore. Tools have become more user-friendly, and communities have created guides, themes, and presets that make customization easy. It's not just about aesthetics either. You can optimize your system for productivity, gaming, development, or whatever you care about most. Another reason Linux feels scary good right now is how fast it's evolving. Updates bring meaningful improvements instead of just minor tweaks or forced changes. You're not waiting years for something to get better. In many cases, you're seeing noticeable progress every few months. And because it's open source, that progress isn't controlled by a single company with its own agenda. It's driven by a global community of developers who are constantly experimenting, improving, and pushing things forward. That kind of innovation creates an environment where things don't just improve, they accelerate. Cost is also playing a bigger role than ever. With rising subscription models and paid software ecosystems becoming the norm, Linux stands out by being completely free. You don't have to pay for the operating system, and a huge amount of software is also free and open source. For individuals, students, and even businesses, that can make a massive difference. You're not locked into expensive licenses or forced upgrades. You get a powerful, modern system without the financial pressure, and that's incredibly appealing in today's economy. What's interesting is how the narrative around Linux is changing. It's no longer about replacing something out of frustration. It's about choosing something better. People aren't just leaving other operating systems because they're unhappy. They're moving to Linux because it offers something genuinely compelling. It feels faster, cleaner, more respectful of the user, and more adaptable to different needs. That shift in perception is huge, because it means Linux isn't just an alternative anymore. It's becoming a first choice. Even in professional environments, Linux is gaining ground. Developers have always loved it, but now creators, designers, and even general office users are starting to adopt it. Tools for video editing, graphic design, and content creation have improved significantly. While there are still some gaps compared to certain proprietary software, the difference is no longer as massive as it used to be. And for many people, the trade-offs are worth it, especially when you factor in performance and control. Security is another area where Linux quietly dominates. Because of its architecture and the way permissions work, it's inherently more secure than many alternatives. Malware and viruses are far less common, and when vulnerabilities are discovered, they're often patched quickly by the community. For users, that means fewer headaches, less need for heavy antivirus software, and a system that feels more stable and trustworthy. In a time where cyber threats are constantly evolving, that level of security is a major advantage. Cloud integration and development workflows are also heavily favoring Linux. With so much of modern computing moving toward cloud-based systems, containers, and virtualization, Linux has become the backbone of it all. Tools like Docker, Kubernetes, and various development frameworks are built with Linux in mind. For developers, using Linux locally just makes sense because it aligns perfectly with production environments. That seamless integration makes workflows smoother and more efficient. And yet, despite all these advantages, the most surprising thing is how approachable Linux has become. You don't need to be a command line expert to use it. You don't need to spend hours troubleshooting basic issues. You can install it, start using it, and feel comfortable almost immediately. That accessibility is what's really driving the current wave of adoption. It's not just powerful anymore. It's friendly. There's also a certain excitement around Linux right now that's hard to ignore. New distributions are popping up, existing ones are improving rapidly, and there's a sense that something big is happening. It feels like being part of a movement rather than just using a product. People are sharing setups, creating content, and helping each other in ways that make the whole ecosystem stronger. At the same time, it's important to be realistic. Linux isn't perfect. There are still some applications that don't have native support, and certain workflows can be more complicated than on other systems. But the gap is closing, and for many users, it's already small enough that it doesn't matter. What used to be deal breakers are now minor inconveniences, and those are being solved faster than ever. What makes Linux in 2026 truly scary good isn't just one feature or one improvement. It's the combination of everything coming together at the right time. Performance, usability, privacy, compatibility, and community are all aligning in a way that creates an experience that's hard to beat. It's not just catching up anymore. It's setting a new standard. And that's why people are switching. Not because they have to, but because they want to. They try it out of curiosity, and they stay because it delivers on its promises. It's fast, it's free, it's flexible, and it respects the user in a way that feels increasingly rare. Once you experience that, going back starts to feel like a downgrade. The momentum behind Linux right now is real, and it's growing. More users mean more support, more development, and more innovation. That cycle feeds itself, making the platform even stronger over time. If this trend continues, we could be looking at a future where Linux isn't just an alternative operating system, but the dominant one. And maybe that's the most surprising part of all. What was once considered an underdog is now leading in areas that matter most. It's not just keeping up with the competition. It's redefining what people expect from their computers. And for anyone who hasn't taken a serious look at Linux recently, 2026 might be the year that completely changes their mind.